Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II college basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Playing Corley off the Poppenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for three. It's good!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Kara Werner.
Let's go live to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University for tonight's broadcast. Good evening and welcome back here to the Butcher Center for tonight's Shepherd men's basketball action as the Rams take on the Mansfield Mountaineers, and PSAC hoops action for you here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, as well as the PSAC Digital Network. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, Alec Epperson, as well as Kyler High are our cameramen, and back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin for tonight's contest. Shepherd trying to get back in the win column against a Mansfield team that has had its ups and downs. Last time these two teams met, though, Dylan, it was the best offensive performance of the season for the Rams and their biggest win of the year as well. Just a dominating performance for Shepherd where they shot nearly 60%. So going to be tough to replicate something like that here tonight, but certainly a team that Shepherd definitely feels confident playing against here tonight.
Yeah, it was a 94-57 win at Mansfield on January 8th. And as it stands right now, teams on two very different trajectories. Shepherd 11-6 in conference play, tied for third in the PSAC East. Mansfield at 5-13 in PSAC play. Shepherd 15-9 overall. Mansfield 8-16. So, if Shepherd, if they can replicate that performance, or something close to it, they are hard to beat. Shepherd has only shot over 50% from the field 3 times in this season, but they've won all 3 games. They have the best defense in the PSAC, and it's not that close. They have really just been a lockdown defense with Chase Parr in the middle, and he's kind of become the main scorer over the late half of the season. He's up to 13.7 points per game leading the team.
Yeah, Parr has changed the way Shepherd plays in a lot of ways. It used to be more of a three-point shooting offense. They relied on that shot a lot, but with the emergence of Chase Parr and transferring in from Towson, he has become the vocal point with his post play, as well as other guys down low like Poppenberger and Cole Parr as well. So the Shepherd height and ability to attack the rim has helped this team a lot, Dylan, kind of transition into a different style, and it's worked well.
Yeah, Chase Parr is really just a special player for the Division II level, for Shepherd in particular, because it feels like a lot of Shepherd's best players are usually guards or wings, whether it's Thomas Lang or Daniel McLean Corley or Phillip Jordan. I guess you could say Kyle Daggett even was kind of a big man, but he was still more of a stretch four than a pure center inside who was a rim protector and inside scorer. Chase Parr is different. He's a big force inside, gives you that 6'10", 255-pound frame from the graduate student. He is a really good defender. He's a smart player overall on both ends. He's a very heady passer, has a really good passing vision, and he's bigger than a lot of guys, so he can score in the paint as well. Well, he doesn't have a whole bag of tricks up his sleeve like a Hakeem Olajuwon or anything to score in the post, but he can use his side. Exactly. But he's going to get by mostly on defense and smart passing and smart, being in the right position, but he can go up and score as well. So he's the driving force of this team for sure, and that's the reason why they've been better than they usually have been in the PSAC.
We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll continue to break down this matchup. This is This is Shepherd University men's basketball action on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Reserve a table by the fire every night. Relax in the warmth and comfort of a Roach Energy gas fireplace. Roach Energy. Call 304-263-3329. Want the kids to warm up to you? Get a gas fireplace from Roach Energy. Roach Energy. Call 304-263-3329.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Happy to have you with us for Shepherd University men's basketball action here on TV 10. The Rams looking to pick up another big PSAC win, Dylan. It's going to be an important final stretch of the season. Shepherd tied with Millersville for the 3 seed in the PSAC East. So if you want to secure that spot, you have to win out and beat Millersville in the final game of the season. So schedule worked out pretty well in that scenario. On the other side, a Mansfield team that has had its struggles but has also had some big wins or some competitive games, so definitely not somebody you want to overlook here tonight. Sterling Scott and Scott Woodring, lead the way offensively for the Mountaineers, so those are the guys to look out for here tonight for them.
Yeah, Shepherd should win these last 3 games before the end of the season game against Millersville, but we also said that before the Lockhaven game this past weekend, which was a game that Shepherd should have won. As that game started to wind down, they just couldn't find the basket at the very end in the last few minutes. This game, though, you would think, having won so big in the first matchup, they'll be able to bring this in. They do need every win they can get in terms of an NCAA tournament bid.
Yes.
The newest rankings do have them in the top 10 in the Atlantic region. Those positions aren't ranked as of right now when the committee puts them out, but top 8 get in. Inkblot Sports has Shepherd as currently getting that 8th and final spot. So it's imperative that they win the games that they're supposed to win, and hopefully they can pull off that win against Millersville, a win or 2 in the PSAC tournament, if nothing else, in terms of just being able to get into the dance in that final spot. in the Atlantic region.
Yeah, so crucial game here. Shepherd 15-9 so far this year, 11-6 in the PSAC. On the other side, Mansfield 8-16 overall, 5-13 in the conference. And just looking, Dylan, at these starting lineups, Shepherd clearly has the height advantage here tonight, it appears. So I think the Rams can go inside and work it down low with Parr and both Parrs, I should say, and could have a big day for the post. And it's not a very big roster, it appears, as well for Mansfield. Only 9 guys active here tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Ty Crespo, I think, will be one to watch out for Mansfield. Sterling Scott Woodring are their leading scorers at 13.3 and 11.5 per game. Close to the leading scorers for Shepherd. But overall, yeah, it looks like Scott Woodring will get started. Again, 11.5 points per game for him and 7.3 rebounds. But just looking at him frame-wise, he is listed at 6'8". He is a graduate student, just like Chase Parr, but Parr at 6'10", 255. Looks like he might be able to have the strength advantage down low at the very least.
Yeah.
But looks can be deceiving. You never know.
And Scott not in the starting lineup tonight. Not sure if that's a normal thing for Mansfield or if he could possibly be out, which, if that's the case, yeah, he started all 21 games.
Yeah, there is. I see someone in street clothes on the bench, and without knowing off the top of my head what Sterling Scott looks like, I wouldn't doubt that that's who that is.
Yeah, so Shepherd will win the tip, and we're underway here from the Butcher Center. First half getting started with Marcus Banks bringing across half court. Robinson now over to Banks, top of the key. Rams with their normal starters, Banks, Davis, Poffenberger, Robinson, and Parr down low. And then for Mansfield is Montgomery, Stewart, Crespo, Chambers, and Wording. Rebound there underneath by Mansfield, and they're now looking to run. Over to Montgomery on the wing. Back to Stewart, and now up top to Crespo. Dribble handoff here with Chambers. The three-pointer on the way is off the side of the rim and no good, and rebounded by Gerard Robinson. Shepherd back the other way now. Banks with the basketball, left wing. Over to Poffenberger, now Robinson. Back to Parr. Parr with the big height advantage down low for the Rams. Surprisingly, they're not trying to take advantage as Davis three-pointers on the way and good. Brody Davis starts the scoring for both sides with an open triple. And the Rams hold an early 3-0 lead.
I think that's big for Shepherd. Brody Davis has been a big three-point shooter for them as Woodring comes down the other way, makes a three. That'll be interesting to see if Woodring, being a three-point threat, can bring Parr out of the paint, make things easier there for Mansfield.
Yeah, Woodring knocks it down, so 3-3 our score. Banks now with the dribble drive floater on the way, and that's up and good for Marcus Banks. 5-3 Rams with 18 minutes to go here in this first half. Crespo with it right wing. And he attacks the rim. Tough layup on the way is up and good.
We did already see a change in defense, which was one that I think that I would have made myself, is switching Parr off of Woodring so that he can stay close under the basket.
So, shot is up and good there, and we're tied at 5 with 17:36 to go in this first half. Carson Poffenberger will inbound it for the Rams after the foul called against Montgomery for Mansfield. Banks with the basketball over to Brody Davis, left wide open again for three, and Davis makes him pay again. 6 points for the redshirt freshman out of Morgantown.
He can really light it up from over there.
Montgomery guarded by Robinson. Now top of the key over to Stort. He'll try a three, and he answers with a triple of his own. So Mansfield coming out hot here, Dylan. We're tied at 8.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep it up.
Shepherd defense, like we said, number 1 in the PSAC, but possibly an opportunity for a close one here tonight. Banks thinks about the three and now resets the offense. High post, Parr down low to Poffenberger. Pass is tipped away and out of bounds. Will be a turnover for the Rams. And Mansfield takes possession. So 8-8 our score, 16:47 to go in this first half of play between Shepherd and Mansfield. With the basketball, it's Montgomery over to Chambers. Woodring got a hand on it, but it ends up in the hands of Robinson, who's looking to push. Robinson over to Davis. Banks wide open three on the way is good for Marcus Banks. 5 points for him, and so far the Ram backcourt leading the way with Banks and Davis lighting it up. Third three of the game already for Shepherd. Trying to answer was Crespo, who airballs that three-pointer from the left wing. And it's Shepherd basketball. As we mentioned, big student section formed by the Shepherd football team here tonight. Under 16 minutes left in this first half. Chase Parr with it in the high post over to Banks. Another three-pointer on the way. That one's short and no good, and rebounded by Fried off the bench. I'm sorry, that's Woodring still.
Banks only shooting 31% from three so far this year, 41.7% from the floor.
Ball tipped out of bounds, and we have the under 16 media timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. This is Shepherd men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
11-8 our score, 15:41 to go in this first half. Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. Shepherd leads here against Mansfield by 3. We saw Banks make a three, miss a tough jumper there. He's got 5 points. Brady Davis with 2 threes. He's got 6. And in the early going, pretty balanced for Mansfield. Stort with a 3. Crespo with a 2. And a 3 from Woodring. So we'll pick up where we left off. It will be Mansfield basketball out of the media timeout. And inbounding will be Montgomery into Crespo. Now back to Montgomery. Driving to the lane. Tough shot. Chase Parr rejects it, and now Parr looking to run the floor. The big man in transition with a Euro step and a left-handed layup that hung on the rim and then rolled out. An incredible move from Parr, but he can't get the shot to go. Woodring on the other end now, and Mansfield will slow it down and reset the offense. It's Montgomery left wing. Pick and roll, but that's tipped away by Robinson.
Nice
Robinson
switch.
and Parr bounce pass to Parr. He runs the floor and gets fouled. He'll shoot 2.
It was a good switch there, as I don't think Mansfield expected the switch. And Gerard Robinson was in the passing lane. And Chase Parr, how about his ability to run the floor? That's what we talk about. He's not just a big body.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than that contributes to how good he is. It's the fact that he can run the floor like that. He's a smart player. He can protect the rim like he did on the possession before. And he's got a little bit of quickness to where you can't just exploit him out on the perimeter.
Yeah, I mean, you see why he was a Division I basketball player.
Yep.
Towson, pretty good program the last few years. Didn't play a lot there, but still, I mean, you were a part of that team, and they've had some success. 13-8 after Parr knocks down both free throws. So just a talented basketball player, and that time Crespo got him to jump early, but he misses the layup, and now the Rams looking to run again. Robinson with it over to Banks, and Banks will reset. Rams now to Kigwe down low. He has his shot blocked, and Woodring gets the rebound and finds Fried, and now they're looking to run back the other way goes Mansfield. Woodring with the nice pump fake and the drive to the rim, but that shot's no good. Rebounded by Marcus Banks. 14-15 to go in the first half. Rams lead it 13-8. Parr high post, 15 on the shot clock. That one tipped away, kick ball. And it will be Shepherd ball underneath. Wordlaw comes in, or Woodrow, excuse me.
Yeah, Elwin Wordlaw, freshman from Frederick. And he's become a pretty important contributor for them off the bench. Gives them some extra shooting pop.
Kigwe back over to Parr. Robinson in the corner. Head fakes, drives baseline, and Robinson goes up strong. Can't make the layup. Tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Rams.
Robinson's got to hit that. That was.
Yeah.
I think he was more open than he thought. I think he was expecting contact that never came.
Yeah, I think he was trying to adjust to something that wasn't there, like you said. Davis comes off the screen. Rams reverse the basketball. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Wordlaw off the screen from Akigwe. Now into the corner for Davis. Davis back to Akigwe on the wing. Davis head fake, pulls up from the free throw line, and that's no good. Rebounded by Mansfield. Pass down low is up and good from Brown, and Brown is on the board. His first 2 points. 13-10 our score. Shepherd with some missed opportunities on that last offensive possession. See what they can do here. Parr in the high post. Back to Wordlaw. Rams working around the perimeter. Robinson an open three, and that's good. Gerard Robinson sinks the triple.
They need it. The offensive performances of Chase Parr, when he's able to get about 20 points or so, like he has occasionally, it puts less pressure on Shepherd to make threes, but they still cannot really afford consistently bad games there.
4-3 of the first half here for Shepherd. Lob to the rim for Robinson. That goes off his hand and nearly heads out of bounds, but Akigwe keeps it alive. And now the Rams will reset the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Trying to find something here. Down low to Parr, who has the height advantage. Skip pass to Davis. It was tipped. Wardlaw with 3 on the shot clock. Fadeaway J is no good. Parr tips it into the hands of Akigwe. Now Davis driving. Akigwe at the rim. Lays it up and in.
Nice. Good pass by Davis.
First quarter brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, or I should say first half brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordofHagerstown.com. That open three is no good. Also, Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. We got another media timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Reserve a table by the fire every night. Relax in the warmth and comfort of a Roach Energy gas fireplace. Roach Energy. Call 304-263-3329. Want the kids to warm up to you? Get a gas fireplace from Roach Energy. Roach Energy. Call Call 304-263-3329.
Back here to the Butcher Center, 18-10 our score in favor of the Shepherd Rams. 11:47 to go here in this first half. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, as we've hit the under 12 media timeout. Back in the studio, Kyle McLaughlin. Our cameramen are Alec Epperson as well as Kyler High. And Dylan, a really good start for, you could say, both teams. Obviously, it didn't go well for Mansfield last time around, but for Shepherd, the way they're shooting from three, it could be another huge scoring day for the Rams. Already 4 first-half threes in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah, this team is pretty hard to beat when they have a really good night shooting from three. I mean, you can say that about pretty much anybody, but Shepherd in particular.
Especially with the defense.
Yeah, exactly. Their defense and the fact that they have some guys who can score inside.
Davis, three-pointer on the way. That time it's an air ball, but Akigwe keeps the possession alive. Does not reset the shot clock, though, because it was an air ball, and Wardlaw still gets it off before the shot clock buzzer, and that's his first 2 points. Rams lead it now 20-10. Crispo into the lane. Good defense from Davis. Tipped up in the air. Rebounded by Chambers, and Chambers is fouled after grabbing that offensive board. 10:57 to play here in this first half and a 20-10 Rams lead. Rams getting Michael Cooper into the game now, so using a lot of the bench here early on. Mansfield basketball on the baseline. Foul goes against Akigwe. Brown drives to the rim. Good defense by the Rams. Wardlaw in transition. Trying to go coast to coast. Parr now with it in the high post. Kicks it out the Banks. Trying to find Cole Parr down low, and he'll head fake, drive in, fade away. Jay is too strong off the back of the rim and rebounded by Chambers. So we'll see the Mansfield offense now with the possession. And good defense again from Wardlaw, who takes it away with the steal into the corner for Cooper.
Wardlaw's been great on that side. He's only 6 foot, 160 pounds. And probably might not even be 19 years old at this point as a freshman.
Parr posting up. Kick it out. Extra pass. Cooper open corner three. It's another air ball. Might have got tipped.
He needed to give that right back to Wardlaw.
And now Crispo with the basketball and a foul called against the Rams here once again. It's an interesting lineup out there, Dylan. I mean, Shepherd, a lot of bench guys. Don't see that typically too often early in the game. Poffenberger going to come on.
For Akigwe.
Yeah, for Akigwe, who just picked up his second.
Yeah, it was just 4 bench players, which that's about as deep. That's as deep as Shepherd really goes into their bench this season.
Yeah, unless the game's out of hand. So Brown with the basketball over to Chambers, and an open three on the way now from Montgomery is no good. Long rebound out to Wardlaw, who finds Banks. Now back to Wardlaw, and now back to Banks. Parr down low, post up, tough shot, no good. Poffenberger with the follow. Carson Poffenberger with his first 2 points on the night. Shepherd by 12 with 9 minutes left here in this first half. Mansfield working it around the perimeter. Mansfield with good defense again. Final 10 seconds here of the shot clock. Chambers has a contested three, but he buried it from the left wing. Tough three on the way, but it's good. Ends a little bit of a scoring drought as well for Mansfield.
You just got to tip your cap when a guy makes a shot like that in your face.
Banks thought about the step back three, but kept the dribble. Now Wardlaw, extra pass to Banks. Rams working it around trying to find a hole in the defense. They find an open Wardlaw for three. It's in and out, no good. And rebounded by Woodring. Brown keeps his dribble. Off the Woodring screen, over to Montgomery. Now back over to Chambers, and Chambers buries another one, this one from the corner. And it's all of a sudden a 6-point game here, Dylan. So we've seen a spark with the mainly starter lineup for Mansfield and the Shepherd bench struggling offensively.
And Chambers, those two in a row. Huge difference.
Parr with another tough shot, and again it rolls off the rim and no good. Bounce pass ahead to Fried, and he lays it up and in. This feels like, Coach Mamalik may want to think about a timeout. We're down to a 4-point game with 7:20 to go here in this first half. As Dylan mentioned, an 8-0 run here for Mansfield. Cooper. Wardlaw, 12 seconds. Poffenberger open three. That's too strong, no good. Rebounded by Montgomery. Rams trying to get some starters back in the game. A deep three for Chambers. The heat check rolls off the rim. Banks in the lane. Cooper, open triple. That's good for Michael Cooper.
Needed that.
Makes it a 7-point game here, 25-18. Quick moving first half, 6:35 to go. Ball working around the perimeter. Montgomery guarded by Banks. Now back to Brown. Brown, step back three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Marcus Banks. Banks pushing it up the floor. Crossover dribble. Cooper trying to make back-to-back threes. Too strong, and Chambers grabs the rebound. Kick out to Brown. Brown in transition. Layup is up and good. 25-20 our score here. 6 minutes left in this first half.
Pretty long stint on the bench for Chase Parr.
Well, we haven't had any stoppages, but he's not even checking in.
Exactly. Brody Davis and Gerard Robinson are.
Yeah, maybe they're just waiting for the media timeout to kind of bring a bunch of guys in at once. I'm not sure, though. We'll see. Maybe they feel, now Parr gets up. And Brown's shot is no good. Rebounded by Banks. Banks to Cole Parr, who turns and faces. Parr kicks it out. Banks open three, but he head fakes. Poffenberger releases the triple. That's good. Poffenberger nails the three. He has 5 points. It's a 28-20 Rams lead here with 5 minutes left in this first half. Chambers tries a reverse layup. It's blocked by Poffenberger. Wardlaw in transition. Over to Cooper. Thought about it again, but this time Rams working around the perimeter. Good offense here from Shepherd after kind of a slow start with this unit. They've picked things up over the last few minutes. Banks into the lane. Left-handed layup. Up and good for Marcus Banks. And there's a timeout taken by Mansfield here at 30-20 with 4:28 to go in this first half. We'll take a 30-second break. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Our first half is also brought to you by the Brown Funeral Home in Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop here. Shepherd Rams men's basketball action. Rams 30, Mansfield Mountaineers 20 with 4:28 to go in the first half. Dylan, a little bit of a slow start from that second unit, but they started to heat up toward the end of that run and have a nice 10-point lead as the starters, for the most part, coming back on.
Yeah, I think pretty much surviving the time that your starters are off the floor is really imperative for every team, just about. And Chase Parr in particular is a guy that you want to make sure when he's off the floor that you're winning those minutes.
And kind of a rare occurrence, Chase and Cole Parr on the floor together as Cole Parr grabs that rebound. A lot due to Poffenberger being forced to play extra minutes with the Akigwe foul trouble, I would presume. So don't see that necessarily a lot. Chase Parr going up strong, but his shot is blocked by Stort. And now in transition, Stort head fakes, goes to the rack and lays it up and in. His now up to 5 points for the Mountaineers, who trail it by 8 with 3:45 to go in the first half.
I do think you're right that Coach Namlick likes to use Cole Parr kind of as that backup center.
Cole Parr, though, with an open three, definitely can play that stretch forward role that Poffenberger does. But you have seen Cole in that backup center role. The three-pointer on the way is no good from Montgomery, rebounded by Brody Davis.
We saw that Okikwe is kind of that guy as well. I mean, put the two of them on the court together when Parr's not there to make sure you still have some size and rebounding. They get some minutes together, but not long stretches.
Chase Parr down low with the two-handed slam as he had the mismatch on Chambers. And that's a good way to get your first field goal of the evening. Rams by 10 with the Parr dunk.
And I think they need to go to that more often.
Yeah, he definitely has a height advantage out there here tonight as
Mansfield
Fried's shot is no good. And right now especially, no Woodring on the floor for Mansfield, so everybody, Parr just towers over. Cole Parr with an open three, and that's money from the right wing. His first 3 points, 35-22. I'm sorry, was that Davis?
That was Cole Parr.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard the PA say Brody Davis, and I thought,
you had it right.
I thought I was blind for a second. Stort. Nearly a turnover. Montgomery.
Now it is. Oh,
nope.
Right back.
I guess, kind of. Somehow it worked out there for Mansfield as Stort gets the layup to go.
Gerard got to hang on to the ball, man.
35-24 our score. Yeah, weird possession there for Shepherd, but still lead it by 11. Parr now top of the key, feeds his brother. And Chase Parr goes to work, but he can't make the layup, and a late foul call. The big man will shoot two.
Yeah, one of the classic, I'm not going to call it unless he misses it.
Usually the big guys don't get those.
Yeah. And there's a immediate timeout. Yeah, they're starting to feed it down low to Parr more. Mansfield's switching a lot of their screens, so there's a lot of opportunities to get that mismatch down low. They came with the horn set up top with Cole and Chase. They had Cole kind of pop out, Chase roll down, pass it to Cole, Cole to Chase, and 2 free throws coming.
Yeah, and Chase Parr is the only player to head to the line tonight for either team. He made both of his free throws earlier. Other than that, though, we've had all transition basketball. We haven't really had a whole lot of fouls in general, just 5 here in the first half between the two teams. So that's going to be the second on Montgomery, which is somewhat significant here before halftime. We already mentioned Mansfield, very limited roster here tonight. They only brought 9 guys that are active. So the last thing they can do is get into foul trouble, and then the officials just haven't really had a whole lot of fouls that they've, I guess, felt the need to call. And to be honest, it doesn't really feel like there's been a lot, but it has been weird because typically you're seeing more stoppages of play, but we haven't had that here tonight. So under 2 minutes to go here in this first half, and Parr to the line shooting a pair. His first one is good. He's 3 for 3 so far here tonight, giving 5 total points in what's been a very balanced scoring effort for the Rams. I believe everybody that's entered the game has scored for Shepherd. Parr knocks that one down as well. I guess I'm maybe missing something, but I think I'm correct in saying that. So that's pretty impressive. Right. Yeah.
Yep, I can confirm that looking at the live stats.
3-pointer on the way there from Stewart is no good, and Banks will bring it across. Banks down low to Parr. Parr drives baseline, goes up strong, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, keeps fighting, keeps padding the stats, and lays it up and in. 39-24, Shepherd has built itself an 15-point lead here in this first half over Mansfield. Mountaineers trying to get it going. Here's Brown trying to get to the lane. Shot is up and no good. Parr grabs the rebound out of the air, and the Rams are looking to run. Banks to Davis. Deep three on the way. Just short, no good. And a rebound and a jump ball called by the officials. That will give the possession to Mansfield.
I don't know what the call really should have been there, but I didn't. No one seemed to be holding on to it long enough for a jump ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It definitely was a kind of a weird play where I maybe could have saw a foul or even a travel against Mansfield, but they go with jump ball, which, I mean, no real harm done here, I don't think.
No.
But we'll see. Crispo with the basketball over to a jumper there from Stewart is no good. Crespo, excuse me. His shot no good. He had the ball a few moments ago. Cole Parr, a three right before the halftime buzzer. And that's no good, as Banks didn't seem really aware of the time there. Seemed to be the frustration there from Parr as they talk it over here before the end of the half. But at halftime, our score, Shepherd 39, Mansfield 24. Take a 2-minute break and then have the Mansion Freddie Law Firm halftime show. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Here at halftime, brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Dylan, looking back at that first half, just some thoughts for you on the team's performances here at halftime.
Shepherd played really well, especially on defense, like we're kind of used to at this point. The offense is having one of their better games, kind of like they did the first time around against Mansfield. Not quite what they did in the first game, but 42% from the floor, 7 of 18 from 3. That's been pretty big for them. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Mansfield shot no free throws in that first half. Shepherd only had 2 turnovers. Mansfield only had 5, but that's still only 2 turnovers from Shepherd's really impressive. And the spread out scoring. Chase Parr, Marcus Banks, Brody Davis, 8 points, 7 points, 6 points. Poffenberger 5. And like you said, everybody who's gotten in has scored. And it's been a lot of guys shooting pretty well as well. 2 for 4, 2 for 3, 3 for 6. Some of the guys on the bench not quite shooting as well. Cole Parr's only 1 of 5, but he's still putting in pretty good minutes in every other part of the game.
Yeah. Overall, it isn't as hot a shooting day as they started or had the last time between these two teams, but the key, I think, really has been the three-point shooting, because you're at nearly 39% from 3, and you've made 7 of them here in this first half. So that anytime Shepherd has that boost added on to the production that they've gotten recently down low, it does seem to take them to kind of a new level, and that's been one of the keys here tonight. And the defense doing well, not necessarily crazy stats here at halftime, but holding a team to just 24 first half points in college basketball is certainly an accomplishment, and just 36% from the floor. So we'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll kind of give you all the first half stats and continue here on the Mansion Freddie Law Firm halftime show. Shepherd 39, Mansfield 24 here at the half. We're back in 2 minutes.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue,
It's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
The Butcher Center, about 8 minutes left on our halftime clock, 39-24 our score. We'll quickly run down the stats here for you. First half stats are brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. Scott Woodring has 3 first half points, 7 from Stewart, 2 from Crespo, 6 from Chambers, 4 from Brown, and 2 from Fried for Shepard, Chase Parr, 8, 5 from Poffenberger, 7 from Banks, 6 from Brody Davis, 3 for Gerard Robinson, 2 for Okigwe, 2 for Wordlaw, and 3 from Parr, and 3 from Cooper. Off the bench, 14 of 33 was Shepard in that first half, 7 of 8 from 3, and 4 for 4 from the line. And Mansfield didn't get to the line at all. They shot 10 for 28 in the first half and 4 of 13 from 3. So 23 rebounds for Shepard to come compared to Mansfield's 14. And just 2 first half turnovers for the Rams as well. Take another break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from Colin McLaughlin back in the studio with a very quick scoreboard update, and then he'll send it back here. 39-24 our score. This is Shepard Rams. Men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Reserve a table by the fire every night. Relax in the warmth and comfort of a Roach Energy gas fireplace. Roach Energy. Call 304-263-3329. Want the kids to warm up to you? Get a gas fireplace from Roach Energy. Roach Energy. Call 304-263-3329.
Welcome into the halftime scoreboard show here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC digital network. At the half, Shepard 39, Mansfield 24 is the score. About 4.5 minutes remaining on the halftime clock. So let's quickly get you some scores from around the conference. Starting off with Kutztown, they lead Shippensburg 37-28 with just a few minutes or moments left in the first half. At halftime, it's Cal U leading Pitt Johnstown 50-38. Also at halftime, it is Millersville 42, Bloomsburg 34. That second half just getting ready to get underway. Switching over to some other scores now around the conference. You have Clarion and Slippery Rock neck and neck right now at 27 all with a few minutes remaining in half number one. Also in a close game, it's East Stroudsburg and Westchester. Those deadlocked at 17 apiece with about 10 minutes or so remaining in the first half. And then lastly, it is IUP and Seton Hill. IUP leads at 15-12, just about at the midway point through the first half as well. Again, our score at the half, Shepard 39, Mansfield 24. We'll step aside and take another 2-minute break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, you'll hear from Dylan and Nick with the call of our second half here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
How can you live more fully during a serious illness? Dottie tells how Hospice of the Panhandle helped her family.
My brother Speedy became the base commander after he had been in the Air Guard for a few years and then became a general. He was the type of guy that would take people under his wing. Speedy developed a form of brain cancer, and he ended up coming to Hospice of the Panhandle, and he wanted to be around his friends, and Hospice of the Panhandle made that possible. He had over 200 visitors when he was here, and one of Speedy's last wishes was to fly over the Shenandoah Valley, and Hospice of the Panhandle helped me make that possible for him. I don't think there was one person that didn't bend over backwards to make sure that my brother was comfortable, and they would ask me, "How are you doing?" Hospice of the Panhandle, thank you so much for treating us like family.
Live on with expert care from Hospice of the Panhandle. Learn more at hospiceotp.org or call 304-264-0406.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Shepherd 39, Mansfield 24. It's about 30 seconds to go before the start here of the second half. Dylan ran down a lot of those first half stats. Anything really stand out to you possibly here as we head into the start of the second half, or do you just kind of feel like there hasn't been anything in particular that really stood out, I guess? I don't know.
Looking through this, that was something we haven't mentioned, is the fact that Mansfield is only playing, or at least in that first half, they only played 7 players.
Yeah.
So a lot of their guys, like everyone was in for over half of that first half. It played at least 12 of the 20 minutes, whereas Shepherd is much fresher. Like Michael Cooper and Okigwe only played 5 minutes. Wordlaw played 9. Poffenberger 10. Everybody's a lot more well-rested on the Shepherd side.
Yeah, we talked about not bringing a whole lot of guys here tonight, and it appears they've had an injury to one of their best players as well. So down low, Poffenberger gets it going with the layup underneath. Been a real solid game for Poffenberger. 7 points for the Rams here tonight. 41-24, Shepherd in the lead with the start of the second half here, and definitely pulling away, and we talk about it all the time too, Dylan. It's tough to come back on this team because of how good they are on the defensive end of the floor, that if they build themselves a 10, 12, 15-point lead, it feels much bigger than that even, right, because of just how good they are defensively.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. You need to sustain offense to be able to make runs, and this team doesn't let you do that.
Drive to the rim. Montgomery's shot is short and no good, and rebounded by the Rams. Banks now in transition. Robinson, the trailer, thought about the three. Now finds Poffenberger. Poffenberger kicks it over to Robinson. Robinson to Banks. Rams will also limit the possessions. Under 10 on the shot clock here for Shepherd. Marcus Banks. Fadeaway jumper is no good and rebounded by Stewart. Crespo over to Woodring. Now Chambers Back to Carrespo, over to Woodring again, who tries to drive in. Montgomery finds an open lane, and his layup is up and good. First 2 points of the game for Montgomery at 41-26 now. Shepherd still in the lead. Poffenberger over to Robinson. Rams reverse the basketball. High post Parr tips it over to Poffenberger, who lays it up and in. CP 33 has 9 now.
They should be
all the Rams scores.
They should be working through Parr as much as possible, especially if he gets a
Montgomery
switch.
is swatted by Chase Parr, and the Rams were looking to run. Robinson in transition. The blocking foul is the call on Chambers. Good drive to the rim by Robinson off of the Poffenberger. Off of the Parr rejection. And that will lead to 2 shots here for Robinson. His first trip to the line, as we mentioned. Not a lot of free throws in that first half at all. But Chase Parr knocked down all 4 of them for Shepherd. Those were the only 4. So Robinson bricked that one. Weird to see that from him. Pretty good shooter, usually, but just didn't have a good release on that one, I guess.
Nope. It happens.
It does. Second one, he takes a little bit extra time and knocks it down. 44-26. Shepherd still in control and in the lead. Open three-pointer from Mansfield is good. Carrespo knocks it down. 5 for him. Carrespo has 5 points.
That was a long 3. That's just a good shot.
Down low now, Parr trying to kick it over to Robinson. Nearly had Davis in the corner, but now Robinson opens up for 3. It's short. Davis grabs the offensive rebound.
Nice.
And Brody Davis puts it back up and in. We haven't really seen that kind of thing from him, but he is starting to become more and more, as he gets more comfortable, Dylan, of a complete offensive player, not just a spot-up three-point shooter.
He is. And he's struggled from 3 in the portions of the season, but he's found other ways to contribute.
Down low, going up strong, and getting the shot to go is Stort. He leads with 9 points for Mansfield here tonight. A 15-point game, 46-31, 16 minutes left here in this contest. Davis over to Poffenberger, high post, drives into the lane, lost control. Thought it got tipped, but it, according to the baseline official, hit off of Poffenberger and out of bounds, so it will go back to Mansfield when we take this 30-second break. 46-31 Shepherd. 16 minutes left here in this contest. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University. 46-31 our score here between the Rams of Shepherd and the Mansfield Mountaineers. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, Kyle McLaughlin back in the studio, Alec Epperson, as well as Kyler High are our cameramen here tonight. And it's Mansfield with the basketball. Crespo will bring it across half court for the Mountaineers. Montgomery with the basketball. Drive to the rim by Stort, and a foul called before the shot. So I had the pet band out here tonight. Cheerleaders in full force as well. And the football team was here for the majority of the game. A lot of them seem to have maybe kind of cleared out as this one's kind of out of hand. At least it feels, but Mansfield's not completely out of it, Dylan. And just a 15-point game.
Yep.
Woodring hands it off to a nice backdoor cut by Crespo, and his shot is up and good on the reverse layup.
I mean, Marcus Banks has got to be better with the off-ball defense. That's two buckets like that have been given up in the last handful of possessions for Mansfield in similar fashion.
So Crespo gets it to go. Give him 7 on the evening. Davis thought about the 3, finds Banks open for 3. Triple is good. Marcus Banks with the swish from the wing, and it's a 10-point game now for him. And a 16-point lead for the Rams with 15 minutes left in this game. Crespo tried to answer, and he does. Buries it. So Crespo having himself a nice game here tonight.
Credit to Mansfield. That's, I think, the 3rd time at least that they've answered a Shepherd 3 with one of their own.
Travel called against Shepherd. So turnover for the Rams. Wardlaw will jog on for Banks. Looks like Okigwe, who, as we mentioned, pretty fresh with those 2 fouls, will come on for Poffenberger. As the Rams dig into their bench here a little bit. So does Mansfield. Fried runs on for Montgomery. Crespo again to the rim and again gets the layup to go. 49-38. It's just an 11-point game, so Mansfield not quitting, staying in it. Davis sets the screen over to Robinson, who thought about the 3. No look pass to Davis. High post, Parr. Parr will try a free throw line jumper, and that's good. Parr of his first 2 points of the second half. He's got 10. 51-38 Rams.
I think Parr might have heard some jawing from the crowd because he was staring somebody down on this side the whole way to back down.
3-pointer there from Woodring is no good. Maybe telling him to shoot it. He doesn't shoot a ton of jumpers.
Nope. With 2-3 zone from Mansfield is opening up some shots like that.
Yeah, it's true. You got the big man working in the middle of the zone. Davis, 3-pointer on the way. No good. Parr, though, with the tip and the follow.
Play in the zone makes it harder to box out because you're not manned up on anybody.
And it's kind of interesting that they've gone to the zone. I mean, overall, Shepherd isn't usually shooting as well as they have tonight from 3. But with that being said, maybe it's just to get a different look, I guess. But Shepherd seems to be able to shoot over it tonight. And there's Davis again from 3. Great game for Brody Davis. He's got 11 points for the Rams. 3 3-pointers for the redshirt freshman out of Morgantown. Part of the great Morgantown run that they're on right now with 3 straight state championships.
Carson Poffenberger, Morgantown man as well.
Tough fadeaway jumper and no good from Woodring. 56-38 our score. 12:25 to go in the second half. Davis top of the key. Wardlaw trying to call out the offense. Gets into the lane. Pass down low to Robinson. And a foul called before any shot goes up with 7 on the shot clock. 12:09 to go in this game. And Cole Parr is going to run on. And they will take Chase Parr out. So
you won't be able to do it now, but sometime you should just watch the way that Chase Parr directs traffic. Like telling guys where to pass the ball, where he's about to be.
Okigwe grabs the offensive rebound off of the Cole Parr miss and lays it up and in. And it's by 20 now. A 3-pointer from the corner, no good. Could have been a foul on the rebound attempt from Montgomery, but no call. Rams keep the ball. Parr, dribble handoff, fakes it to Wardlaw. Cole Parr now trying to go to work. Wardlaw, he'll join the 3-point show. Another one for the Rams, and it's Shepherd 61, Mansfield 38. They'll burn a timeout, 30-second break. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Our second half is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call 304-263-3361. Located at 1250 Edward Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, Suite 301. As well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. Alec Everson and Kyler High on camera, and back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin, who you heard from at halftime. Our score, Shepherd 61, Mansfield 38. Rams really starting to pull away, Dylan. The three-pointers are falling again for Shepherd, and I mean, it's been a great shooting night for the Rams from outside.
Yeah, like you said, it can be said for a lot of teams, but Shepherd in particular, when they are hot shooting the ball from three-point range, incredibly hard to beat because they do everything else really well.
Yeah, that's been the weird thing about this team this year. Not a great offense, but defense has carried them, so when they have big offensive nights, they're nearly impossible to beat, you could say. Wardlaw on the attack. Good recovery defense from Mansfield. Ball heads out of bounds. It will be Mountaineer basketball. And now we'll get the under 12. As we had the timeout there called by Mansfield, and now an under 12. So we'll keep it here, Dylan. It's been fun to see Shepherd have this kind of night. You wish they could have it every night. With how good the defense is, they would be the best team maybe in the world, I guess. I don't know. But 10 three-pointers tonight for the Rams, 43% from downtown, and now they're overall shooting very well at 50%. So that's going to be tough to replicate for any team on every night. But, I mean, if you could get close to that from this offense, they'd be pretty tough to beat.
Yeah, I mean, they have the guys on this roster who are capable of doing things like this. Some of them are young, so maybe the consistency will come as they age and gain experience. Carson Poffenberger, Brody Davis, Gerard Robinson, Elwin Wardlaw, even Cole Parr can knock down threes. Michael Cooper's knocked one down. And a couple of those guys, like Parr and Cooper, aren't guys that you really expect great shooting nights from. They'll hit some of their open ones, but Poffenberger and Davis, and I think you can put Wardlaw in there now, even with Robinson, as guys that you trust to hit those threes when they're open.
It'll be interesting to see how things develop for the Rams over the next couple of years. Because you're right, there is a lot of good young talent. Obviously, you have some veterans. And Okigwe, he can jump out of the gym as he swats that one away. Banks in transition. Cooper, open three from the corner. Just off the mark and no good. As momentum already all on Shepherd's side, but this one went pretty berserk, I think, after that kind of transitional play. But Okigwe, man, I mean, great rim protector potential.
I was ready to jump out of my seat if he made that three.
Yeah. It would have been pretty electric with that kind of transition. As drive to the rim, tough drive to the rim by Brown, and he gets fouled with the layup good as well.
That's just a tough shot.
Yeah.
Impressive.
For Shepherd, Okigwe has really played a big role for the Rams this season. If you remember, they lost Stephon Marstell who was a big part of the team, and he's kind of filled that role. I believe Marcel must have transferred.
I guess so.
Maybe he's just no longer with the program. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, Okigwe has been, pretty much that same style of player. Honestly, he's filled the role even better. I hadn't thought about comparing him to Marcel, but Wardlaw just kind of does what he's asked of.
Nice shot there from Parr underneath. Tough shot on the run there from Fried, and that's up and good. 63-43 our score now. Wardlaw with the basketball. And Banks nearly turns it over as it heads out of bounds and will stay with Shepherd.
With 21 on the shot clock, I figure they're going to have to get this inbounded into the front court.
Yeah. You don't want to get a 10-second. As running on for the first time here tonight is Reichert, excuse me. Big man.
6'10 sophomore from Pequannock, New Jersey.
Zone continues here for Mansfield. Banks hop steps into the lane, kicks out. Wardlaw, open three, good again. 11 three-pointers tonight for the Rams. Wardlaw's got 2 of them, and a total of 8 points for the freshman out of Frederick.
He is really impressed as the season has gone on.
Brown, jumper good there from him. Long 2 from Brown, trying to do what he can tonight off the bench for Mansfield. 8 points for him. Banks trying to draw that foul, and he does. 66-45. Yeah, I like Wardlaw quite a bit. I think him and Banks actually complement each other pretty well. Now, in terms of height, that might be a little bit of a disadvantage, but typically in the PSAC you do see a lot of smaller, quick guards compared to the taller ones. If you are a 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" guard, you're probably playing at a higher level. That might be just one of the things that separate those kind of guys. A lot of time we talk about that in football, but Marcus Banks nails another triple. 13 points for him tonight. Maybe the biggest difference between Division II and Division I is size, usually. So, drive to the rim, no good. Rebound. Go ahead, Dylan.
That is typically what we've seen from Shepherd over the last few years. Is Wardlaw just about turned it over, but couldn't be saved from going out of bounds by Crespo. Whether it's, Thomas Lang was not the tallest guy. He might have been a little on the taller side compared to a Wardlaw or Banks. He might have been 6'3", but no taller than that. I think he was actually probably closer to 6'1" or so. But Philip Jordan was the same way, not that tall. He was a quicker guy. And now Banks and Wardlaw following that same sort of path.
Yeah, the only one that really stands out as a super taller guard is McLean Corley.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of a wing guard.
Yeah, he was a wing that kind of developed into a main ball handler.
Drive to the rim here by Brown, and foul called.
When we think of Daniel McLean Corley, he's dribbling to score versus facilitate like a point guard.
Sure. So, we got another media timeout, under 8, 69-45 our score. Shepherd in the lead, and we'll take a break. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
February is American Heart Month, and WV Medicine is joining the calls to raise awareness. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the U.S., but many cases are preventable. Start protecting your heart today with self-care like moving more, eating healthier, managing stress, not smoking or vaping, and getting enough quality sleep. Learn more about the WVU Heart and Vascular Institute experts in Martinsburg, Branson, and Winchester at wvumedicine.org/heart.
Second half also brought to you on TV 10 by the Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. As well as Panhandle Dumpsters. Sign up with Panhandle today at PanhandleDumpsters.com. Use promo code TV10 to get your first month free. Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us here tonight. It's been a solid performance tonight for the Shepherd Rams, trying to pick up win number 16 on the year and bring them to 12 wins in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference of 12-6. Mansfield came in tonight 8-16, 5-13 in the conference. Still somewhat a competitive game here, so definitely don't want to say it's over, but the Rams have shot the ball well here, but things getting out of hand a little bit. 23-point game. Brown at the line makes the first, and he'll make the second as well. So down to a 22-point lead here for Shepherd. Rams kind of using a little bit of bench. Maybe next year starting 5 possibly, or something very similar to this, I would guess.
Potentially.
Yeah.
No Robinson, no Chase Parr, no Poffenberger. I think you're right.
Banks, mid-range J on the way is up and good. Yeah, they might add somebody else, but I mean, in terms of the guys coming back, this could be it.
You could see Colton, yeah.
Aiden Hewley, if he gets healthy, could re-enter that lineup.
Perhaps.
You know, he's been injured last year and never really, I don't think, got healthy this year. Layup up and good underneath.
I think ideally Shepherd would probably find another big man to start at center. Like Cole Parr can operate as the 5 in the lineup, but you prefer him as more of the 4.
On the run there is Stort, and Stort lays it up and in. Yeah, I would say that's probably true, but at least in terms of the guys coming back, this could be it. So
you do have Colton Hartman, 6'11", 255 sophomore from St. Maria Goretti, who doesn't get in the rotation this year, but maybe at some point.
Yeah, could develop. Banks, another jumper there, and the Rams continue to heat up from downtown as a foul call. Yeah. Who knows what it could be for Shepherd. I mean, they've gone undersized before in the past under Coach Namlick, but I think really the size and the strength that Parr has brought is just something that you would like to be able to replicate. But, again, how many 6'10 guys are just looking to play D2? It's kind of tough to find. There's a drive to the rim, shot up and no good there from Brown. Rams back with the basketball. Banks. Crossover dribble. Kicks it out. Robinson, head fake. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Reichert. 74-51. Shepherd just kind of cruising at this point. Brown layup up and good. Good game for him, but
Mansfield's defense has just had no answers.
Yeah, they tried the zone, they tried the man-to-man. They haven't been able to stop Shepherd for whatever reason, and the Rams have lit it up overall. Nearly another now it is actually not going to be a turnover, as good tip there from Clearwater, but couldn't keep himself in bounds, and Shepherd will get it back. Should have a few more minutes before we get another media timeout here.
We should mention, we haven't mentioned this outright, Mansfield does have the worst scoring defense in the PSAC, giving up almost 85 points a game.
Davis, 3-pointer in and out, no good. Okigwe grabs the offensive rebound, kicks it out. Wardlaw, 3. He's fouled. He doesn't make the 3, but he'll shoot 3 free throws. Here from Wardlaw. Yeah, that's a good point, Dylan. Obviously, they've struggled against most teams in PSAC play, but I think a lot of things factor into that here tonight. You mentioned earlier not using, apparently it wasn't a shooting foul? Interesting. Maybe it was called away from the ball. That's my only thought.
Yep. And I should also mention, this makes sense, as Parr shoots and makes another three. Cole Parr, that Mansfield does have the worst opponent three-point field goal percentage in the PSAC as well, at almost 37%. So this is the ideal team for Shepherd to face, I think.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity to get right and see the ball go through the rim, and you never know. This could be what breaks them out. But obviously, you face some other defensive teams, it's going to be tougher. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by the Rams. Shepherd back with the basketball. But, this kind of shooting night, some of it is on the defense, obviously, and some of it, though, is just good shooting.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of open looks for Shepherd, I will say. Wardlaw to the rim, fouled on his way, and he'll shoot two this time.
I like the amount of run that Wardlaw is getting. Just having the ball in his hands, being able to work some offense with Banks on the bench, getting him some experience as the primary ball handler, which is probably going to be at least part of his game moving forward. Marcus Banks is only a sophomore, but of course, in this day and age, you never know if a guy is going to spend 4 years at school. But still, as we move forward, Wardlaw is probably going to move into the starting lineup as a sophomore or junior if he stays, and he'll be the number 2 ball handler if nothing else.
Yeah, and he already has kind of that role as the bench point guard, and maybe you do keep him in that role as well, possibly, but I feel like he's clearly proven that he could be at least starter minutes type of guy because good shooter, can play, and they play off of each other pretty well, and they both can play the one or the two in some ways. As Davis tries a three, that's no good. Rebounded by Stort. Stort in transition. Lost control of it on the way up off of Shepherd, according to the officials. And we have the media timeout under 4. 79-53 our score, We'll take a 30-second break. This is Shepherd Rams Men's Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center, 79-53. Rams cruising to what will be win number 16 on the season with 3:32 left here in this ball game. Shepherd with a very impressive performance here tonight, shooting the ball very well from the floor and from three. By the way, as we keep track here in the PSAC East standings, Millersville got the win here tonight, 88-68 over Bloomsburg. So both teams will remain tied there in the East. But
figured.
Yeah, you would presume that probably will be the case heading into that final game, but we'll see here. Shepherd again with the 79-53 lead and emptying out the bench a little bit. Hartman in, the 6'11 freshman that you mentioned earlier, Dylan. So get a chance to look at him, see how he fits in, and we'll probably see some other guys as well. Looks like Dolman's getting ready to check in for Wardlaw. So Rams emptying out that bench on what has been a blowout victory for Shepherd at this point, shooting 50% from the floor and 45% from three.
The big game of the night was Westchester and East Stroudsburg, which is a 1-point game at halftime.
Hartman with a nice turnaround. So maybe they got their big man for the future. Nice move
That's
there underneath.
That's the hope. He's only a sophomore.
I'm sorry, sophomore. I said he was a freshman, so I apologize about that. Drive to the rim, tipped up into the air, And the Rams get it back. I think that was Cooper with the block. That was a crazy transition. Shepherd getting everybody in as Cooper's runner is no good. Hartman flips it out. Davis. Dolman open three. Good. Everybody's feeling it here tonight. 84-53.
And the bench is emptied out entirely now. So Ariel Godot and Asher Rudolph.
Yep. So everybody getting in here at this point for Shepherd. See if they can continue the stretch of everybody that gets in scores. That'd be cool.
Right? Dolman from Musselman has been pretty good when he's gotten into the game as well. They haven't really needed him this year. Wordlaw has kind of gotten into a similar role as he was in last year, except with a few less minutes than what Wardlaw gets.
Hartman dribble, handoff to Dolman. Now down low, Cooper. Cooper goes to work, lays it up and in. Michael Cooper with 5 points. Yeah, a lot of these guys, I mean, this shows how much better the team's gotten. And it's no diss on these guys, but like Godot and Cooper and even Dolman at times were a big part of the bench last year. They've taken kind of lesser roles on this year's team, but this year's team significantly more consistent than last year's team.
They have to think. There's 5 new members of this roster that are key contributors. The Parr brothers, Wordlaw, Brody Davis, and Okigwe.
Yeah.
So, which is pretty impressive for one class to bring in 5 guys that are key
Davis
parts of
was
the
on the
rotation.
team, of course, but he did get hurt last year, so he was redshirted. But yeah,
right.
Those guys are new additions. And again, you still have Aiden Hewley on this roster who is back at street close. So I hope, long term for him, he's able to return, obviously, at some point and make an impact, because he was very exciting to watch a few years ago, but unfortunately has dealt with some injuries. 3-pointer there is good from the top of the key.
Yeah, once you have one major knee injury, it makes it a lot easier to have another injury. So I hope whatever he's dealing with right now isn't too serious.
Yeah, he just never seemed to, I think, get comfortable this year as well. It seemed like Dolman, nice pass to Godot, and Godot joins the scoring column. Dylan, all we need is Rudolph to get everybody a basket here tonight. Which I don't know if they'll go for it or not, but might as well, right? Rudolph grabs the rebound. Dolman into the lane. He tries the jumper. That's no good. Cooper. Dolman a 3. That's good.
Dolman didn't get the memo, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, guys don't know that, obviously, out there.
They're not thinking about that. They don't know.
Yeah. But, I mean, we'll see. They will get one more possession, as it is 91-56. But with the shot clock off, I don't know if the sportsmanship move would be to
right,
give another guy a basket.
I don't know if Mansfield would appreciate that one too much.
You could go with the classic, stop him.
True.
But, I mean, this is a pretty depleted, you can tell, Mansfield roster just in terms of some injuries and not having a whole lot of guys on the travel squad as Hartman tips the rebound. Dolman with the basketball. Dolman tries it in. Rudolph with the pump fake. Hartman sets him a screen. They are kind of trying to get him a basket. Should have shot it.
Right.
But only 2 seconds now. And looks like he was pulling up for the half court, did not. And that will do it here tonight. 91-57. Our final here. What a game, Dylan. I mean, just a complete team victory, and Shepherd gets it done. We'll take a quick 2-minute break just to total some things up and get ready for the post-game show. But Shepherd with the 91-57 victory over Mansfield. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
So what?
So what? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at it every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want you and me forever, every day. What do you want? What do you want? Come on, what do you want?
What do you want?
I want Panhandle dumpsters for the first month free.
Use the promo code to get the first month free.
This is Shepherd University, as we welcome you in here to the postgame show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Our final here tonight, Shepherd 91, Mansfield 57. Rams get win number 16 of the year. Shepherd 16-9 overall, 12-6 in the conference, and then Mansfield falls to 8-18, 5-14. in the PSAC. Give you the stats here tonight. Our stats are brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. First for Mansfield, their leaders here. Crespo with 14, 13 from Stort, and 12 from Brown, 7 from Fried, 6 from Chambers, 3 from Woodring, and 2 from Montgomery. So Shepherd was able to hold Mansfield to just a 30% field goal percentage, 33% from 3. And on the Rams side of things, it was really the complete opposite of that. 64% in the second half from the floor and 60% from 3. Overall, though, 53% for the game, 48% from 3, 87% from the line. And you had Chase Parr scoring in double figures with 12 points. Carson Poffenberger with 9, Marcus Bates with 18, Brody Davis with 11, Gerard Robinson with 4, Okigwe with 4, Wardlaw with 10, 8 from Cole Parr, 5 from Michael Cooper, 2 from Colton Hartman, 6 from Brendan Dolman, and 2 from Ariel Godot. Asher Rudolph also getting in as everybody got in here tonight. Rudolph contributing with the rebound, and Shepherd nearly had everybody score as we're getting a lot of opportunities. We're not able to get Rudolph, though, a shot there at the end. But other than that, it was a perfect performance, you could argue, tonight for Shepherd, really. Dylan, just 7 turnovers in the game. Now, they only forced 8 from Mansfield, but yeah, pretty impressive win. They didn't need him, that's for sure.
Yeah, Chase Parr only played 20.5 minutes in this game. It just tells you some of the plus-minuses really stand out. Brody Davis was a plus 30. Carson Poffenberger in 15 minutes was only a plus 2. Banks only a plus 8. There's really some of these bench guys. You know, Wardlaw plus 20, Cole Parr plus 15, Robinson and Okigwe plus 24. So it was an all-around performance. Great three-point shooting night from pretty much everybody. So you can't ask for much better. Like we said, this is Mansfield last in the PSAC in scoring defense and the opponent 3-point percentage, so it makes sense. But again, this is kind of just the ideal team for Shepherd to play. Those are their kind of weak spots, as the offense and 3-point shooting in particular can be at times. So this is the right team to face when those are your issues.
One thing that stands out to me that we didn't mention, Okigo with 11 rebounds in 17 minutes.
There's a lot of little stats on here that jump out at you that you wouldn't have expected. Like Brody Davis, 11 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Yeah.
You don't expect a stat line like that from him.
So very complete game for the Rams. In total, 19 assists tonight as well. So that's a pretty solid number there for Shepherd. And they get the win. Any other thoughts for you, Dylan, before we get to our player of the game?
I think that's it. And I'm really impressed by the entire team tonight.
Yeah, great team win for the Rams. Player of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Probably a little bit tough to call here tonight.
That's what I was going to say. It's kind of hard to, because
I honestly kind of read William Davis personally with the numbers that you laid out there, but I mean I could see you going in wherever you want. I
was tempted to say that myself with the 3 threes that he made. I'm going to go with Brody Davis. I think you could have gone with Marcus Banks. He had 18 points. They kind of snuck up on you. He was 4 for 6 from 3, 7 of 11 overall. Really efficient. He didn't take a ton of shots, but he shot efficiently. He had 4 assists and 4 rebounds as well, but only +8 to Brody Davis's +30 when he was on the floor for 28.5 minutes just about. So that's what I'm going to give it to. 4 for 10, 3 for 8 from 3, and the assist numbers. It's hard. This was a great team win. Almost want to give it to Wordlaw as well. So
whole team.
Yeah, but I'll give it to Brody Davis.
I like it because I think you don't see that stat line from him very often. So I like that choice there for player of the game. But great game overall for Shepherd. Again, they pick up win number 16. We'll be back here next week. Final one for us this year, I believe.
Yeah, it'll be senior night
against Shippensburg.
Yep, I guess unless PSAC tournament.
Yeah, we could pick up some PSAC tournament. We haven't had the luxury of having that
at
home for Shepherd.
So. It's usually if they get one game and it's on the road.
Yeah, but that'll do it for us. We're back on Friday with high school basketball. Musselman taking on Martinsburg, but for Alec Epperson, Kyler High, our cameraman, Kyle McLaughlin back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long here from the Butcher Center. Rams get win number 16 over Mansfield, 91-57.
This concludes our coverage of NCAA Division II basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Playing Corley off the Poppenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for three. It's good! Daniel McLean Corley!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Kara Werner.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. All rights reserved.